Welcome, friends. Welcome to today's Reconsider It live stream. Best live stream you're gonna see all day. Here on this very exciting live stream, you are going to get a nice hour and a half, who knows, of hanging out, playing around with some loopers and my synth. Building up a new palette right here. So over the next hour and a half, I'm going to build up a new looper palette while I continue to figure out how to work my new synthesizer into my setup here. My regulars know what it is. If you are new to the Reconsider It live streams, welcome. You made a good decision joining us. Right now we are hanging out. We are warming up here in this warm-up phase. Started building a little bit of this new palette. Got a little skeleton of a beat going before the stream began. But I still got some more of this palette I need to fill out. 2 more combinations of sound effects. Panning and output effects. And right now we are just getting ourselves situated, getting the blood flowing. And here in this warm-up phase in which we are just situated and getting the blood flowing, there is one thing for you, one action for you to complete to set yourself up for success best. What is this one action you need to complete if you wish to set yourself up for success? What is that one action? Grab your drink. We are going to do a very nice warm-up cheers. I have some water. You might also have some water. Or something else. Whatever it is that you have. Grab your drink, my friends, whatever it is. Something potable. Something that your digestive system can process. We're going to practice our first cheers. Man, it's going to be so good. Our regulars know what it is. These cheers moments are for everyone who wishes to participate. You may be here with us live. You may be watching on replay. These cheers moments transcend space and time. Grab your drink. I'm going to count up to 3. And then on 3, I am going to clink the camera, and you are invited to join the rest of us as we cheers. Grab a drink, my friends, because it's coming on 1. Very, very exciting. You know the cheers is coming after soon on that on 2. Very soon. Very soon. And you know that after 2, you got a nice old 3. Clank. Cheers, my friends. Oh man, that's good. This is a really good warm-up cheers. This is very much starting off on the right foot. Very much moving in the right direction already. Thank you for being here. Please like this video. Please subscribe. To our friends who are joining us and cheersing along with us after the stream on replay, please leave a comment. Please share this video. So, with a very successful opening cheers and warm-up phase under our belts at this time, I'm gonna keep moving. So as I say, I'm building a new palette right now. This one is tuned to the key of E. And the bass I'm feeling pretty good about. If you are new to these tinkering around streams, I'm going to go through some of the 505 details. Just what I'm using as inputs to get the sound effects that you're hearing. So in the case of the bass here, which as I say, I'm pretty happy with. I usually don't do much with the bass. I used to mess around with the bass a lot more. Outros into plays! So the bass, as I say, I used to like be just throwing random effects on it and such, and I don't know. I like to have more of a steady bass most of the time. I'm still open to messing with that, so that's, on the table. But anyway, this one's pretty straightforward. As with all of my basses, the way I build them, it has a guitar to bass. That's the first piece over here, the A for the 505 details. Guitar to bass feeds into the electric, which is the tuner. That's what tunes into the key of E. Then that's fed into a sustainer, more or less just volume, practically speaking. And then a reverse delay. So that's the most, you can hear that at the end there. I turned it up as it was fading out. I turned the reverse reverb up. Yeah, I think it's pretty good, this bass. Then there's these other ones. This was the first instrument that I built so far for this palette. Symptoms of Reality in the house. goes. And this instrument here, this one is built in an unusual pattern, actually, an unusual sequence. Because these input effects on the 505 do indeed, to the best of my assessment, go in order. So it applies A first, and then B, and then C, and then D. Anyway, in this case, this instrument here, which I have 2 layers of, as I usually do, the bass flanker. They flank the bass on both sides of the pan. So anyway, this instrument here, this one, on the 505 details, that's built out of an electric first. I almost never put that one first, so it was interesting that that was part of the position that I inherited from the source palette I copied from. So I kept it because it's unusual. Anyway, it starts with the electric, that's the tuner, fed into a synth, which I usually use, I don't know, 70-80% of the time for this roll in my beats. The bass flanker, flanking the bass on both sides. So that's the synth, electric, the tuner, and then the synth, which is the main voice of it. Then it's fed into a phaser, and then a tremolo, or a tremolo. The phaser is, I think it's a full measure I set it to. Oh, 4 measures, or 4 bars. Which is the full length of it, I think. Yeah, the full length of it. So there's 1 phase through the full length of this loop. In any case, I'm pretty happy with it. I think that one actually is not bad for a version 1.0. Trusto in the house, yes. So this gives me the bass, as well as this synth voice here in the bass flanker. So that means I can now build a new voice. Maybe I'll start calling them that. Huh. Did I just, on the live stream, suddenly come up with a new term that I might permanently use? Maybe. Outlook uncertain. I like having this synth here to just like randomly go into something for what was that, 30 or 60 seconds or something. That was fun. In any case, as I said, I am now positioned to build a new voice. The bass is one voice. This synth is another voice. And I have 2 more voices to build. Next voice, please. Now this one, I'm going to build it from scratch, so I'm not sure exactly. Let me listen to this a bit. I'm trying to listen for like what might be a complementary sound texture and sound effects and things. I think I have a couple ideas. The source palette, it looks like, was built out of a distortion, and that was one of the things I was thinking of. So I think let me try that. What can I build out of this here? I'm going to go off the vocal mic and go into experimenting with the sounds in order to find something that fits nicely with this other one and the bass and everything. I'm going to build this new voice. So here's what I've done to build this one, which I think is a little too loud, so I still need to mess with it. But what it's built out of at its core, starting with a distortion set to the metal type, which that's the part that's making it really loud, so I'm wondering what more I can do in here to reduce its, let's say, like native core volume. Distortion fed into an electric, vibrato, and then a tremolo. So pretty simple. Each of them has a dry and a wet level, so I'm turning down the dry a little bit, which does a little bit. I think I might re-record that one. Alright. I think it's a little better. As I said, I went through 3 of them. The distortion, the vibrato, the tremolo. They all have a dry-wet balance, and it turned to drying down significantly on them. Also, the distortion itself is pretty low, so it still has a bit of that, what would you say, bite? It's still got that in there. And, otherwise, I feel it's in pretty good shape for version 1.0. One of the things I just recently discovered about the Hydrasynth here is how sensitive it is to how hard I press on the key, where I press on the key. I can, like, you know, hold it and sustain it. You can hear, like, difference in pressure there while I'm still holding it down. I just discovered that. Like, immediately before the stream, or it might have even been on the stream. But I just realized that. So that's pretty cool. Discovered some more there. I also like this bendy effect that I haven't been using much, but I need to do more with. That. It's like, oh man, I gotta work that in. Yes. That's totally my thing right there. I want more of that, please. I see Robert's in the place. Welcome. So yeah, this new palette that I'm building right now. Another thing I appreciate about the Hydrasynth is that it came with this, like, protective case, which, oh, now it's on camera. You can maybe see it a little better. This protective case is really nice. I would like one of those for my loopers as well. So again, I'm pretty happy so far with this palette. Everything on full blast so far. I think we could argue whether this is the dopest melody here. Let me record this one. Yeah, that's better. So that fits pretty nice. That demonstrates that the instrument itself, the voice, that's the new word I'm using, this voice, built out of a distortion, then electric, vibrato, tremolo. Yeah, it's good. It fits. It's still a little loud, so it's as a version 1.0, it's acceptable, but I'm definitely going to be messing with this some more. So that leaves one more voice. I look at the clock, I see we're 32 minutes in right now. And I think you know what that means. Because everything is just going so well right now. Everything's going very, very well. This palette is more than halfway built. We need to celebrate. Grab your drink. We are going to have our first official cheers moment. Yes, it's so exciting. Oh, you can just like feel the smile on your face because of the very glorious cheersing that will now occur. It is imminent, the cheersing, you see. It is very much such a now thing. Grab your drink. For our friends who are joining us here in the live, and also our friends who are joining us after the stream, watching on replay, grab a drink. I got some water. You might have some water. You might have something else. Whatever you got. Make sure your digestive system can handle it. Grab your drink. I'm going to count up, my friends, starting with 1. You can already feel yourself very connected. It's very much a thing you know that you're opting into in order to celebrate. Along with the rest of us, we want you here. Join us, my friends, right now as we clink on 3. Clink. Cheers, my friends. Please like this video. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment. Please share this video. Man. I love doing this with you. Thank you for being here. I've got one more voice to create. Perhaps more accurately, assemble. One more voice to assemble. And let's see. So the first one, these bass flankers. These are synth-based, as I said earlier. And then there's this other one, the loud one, that I still need to address that. But it's an okay version 1.0. The distortion. Probably this next one should be a little more subdued. Maybe this one will be the lead. This next one I build should be a little more subdued. Maybe a preamp? Because a preamp gives a nice bite to it like a distortion does, but it doesn't have the same piercing quality. I'm wondering if I should just go back and change that one to a preamp. What's it built of? Vibrato and a tremolo. I'm gonna do something I don't think I've ever done before. This is just an unprecedented event that you're observing. I see we got a lot of nice action in the chat, by the way. Cheers and in the house. And a lot of heart emojis. And a nice wave emoji from Robert. So this voice, I said I'm going to do something that I've never done before. It may or may not be never. But not common. But I think I might go back and change that one because the distortion is just like it just has too much loudness to it, I think. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go back. All right, I'm going off the talking mic. Yeah, I think that was the right move. Because I replaced the distortion with a preamp set to core metal, it says. Which is just another, screamy, piercy kind of effect. And it gave me a lot more control over the volume levels. In fact, I might go back and loosen up some of the other ones. Earlier I said I reduced all the dries out where I could. Anyway, happy with it. I think that sounds better. Sinhu is in the place. Welcome. So yeah, the preamp I think is working here as a replacement for the distortion. This reminds me that I need to mess with the panning here. But just in terms of the voice, I think it's good. I think it's good. I think there might be some more volume levels to mess with, but I think it's good. For a 1.0, a version 1.0. So that gives one final voice that needs to be created, and it needs to fit within this general soundscape. I think I still want to go with something that's a little more subdued, like I said earlier. And maybe this one becomes the lead, even though I was intending that not necessarily to be the lead. It's still pretty prominent. So I want something that is has a little bit of presence, but doesn't have as much, like it has volume or body, but it doesn't necessarily have a lot of timbre. Is that the word? Treble? I could do another synth here. And actually, you know, I usually try to avoid the synth because it has a very, it tends to stick out a bit. So using two synths is somewhat rare. But now that I'm thinking along those lines, if my reasoning is I don't do it often, then I have to force myself to do it now. All right, so I'm going to build this last voice out of a synth to start. So start there. I don't always know exactly where these are. I might have passed it and I wouldn't know. I don't think so though. I think this one's early, isn't it? Oh, it is. It's really early. Okay. All right, friends, I'm going to go off of the talking mic and start going into the sound effects and build a new voice that'll fit in this palette. Let's do it. Let's do it. see Craig is in the house. Welcome. So I think I'm pretty happy with that one too. And just in terms of the voice itself. Fits in nice. For a version 1.0, you can still catch me doing this kind of stuff where I'm reaching down here with my right hand, sort of just on autopilot out of muscle memory. I'm reaching down here to turn down the kick drums, even though I should be reaching right here, which is where my looper is. I'm just still getting used to having the synth down here and the looper up a bit. So yes, as I say, my friends, I think this is pretty good in terms of the voices of this palette. There's volume level things to think about. Did I get exactly the dopest melody or riff, you know? But the voices themselves, I think, are sounding pretty good. So that means the next step is to move on to some panning, which begins with the drums. So I'm going to do some panning real quick. I'm setting the kicks to center. This clap layer, 6% to the right. Hi-hats, 28% to the left. And what is my exhale layer that I don't have recorded right here? 46% to the right. Bass is to the center. I'm going through that fast. I'm just saying, yeah, let's do it like that. And like that. Without too much thought into the drum panning. Now, how can I fit in these bass flankers? Flanking the bass to the left and right. From the source palette, I inherited 26% to the left for this one, 42% to the right for this one. I'll tweak them a little bit for the sake of tweaking them, but they're not bad as they are. So let's say I'll set the right one to a little tighter, a little closer to center, that is. 28% to the right, and the one that's to the left, I'm going to take that out to the left a little further. I took that out to 48% to the left, which feels a little extreme, but again, that's why I'm doing it. I always do things that are outside of what I have on autopilot. So now the more center stage layers. Currently 86% to the left. That one is 64% to the right. I'm going to tweak them for the sake of tweaking them. 70% to the left for this one. 70% to the left. %, for the one on the right. Sinew says, I don't know what you're doing exactly, but it sounds original. It is original. This is all improvised. So all I'm doing is, through this mic, it goes into both of these loopers. And this drum you're hearing, this is me, quote unquote, beatboxing and making all those sounds. And then all these other things you're hearing here, the bass, this like staccato thing, sort of, all these. That's all my vocals going into the looper, and the looper changes the way the vocals sound, and it makes it sound like I'm using a voice of some kind, an instrument of some kind. That's what I'm building right now. I'm building a new palette of voices. And I think the panning is sounding okay. So that means output effects. Nothing to configure for that one, it sounds good. Low pass filter, exactly the way I like it. Not that many settings in there, but they're all set to the way I like them, exactly. I inherited reverb. So, I inherited reverb. I'm changing it to something else for the sake of changing it to something else. I put a tape echo on the drums here. It's not bad. You know, I don't think I use this on the drums very often, but it's pretty nice. What can I adjust here? The repeat rate. Does that go down to, okay, 0 to 100. Probably want a little tighter. Oh, that's good. Oh man, yes. All right. We got it. We got it, friends. All right, that's good. Now we gotta do output effects on the top layers. Nice. Nothing to configure for that one. In good shape. Low pass filter. Yeah. Numbers I like. This is fast. We're moving through this quickly. Alright, now what do we got? A reverb. That's what I inherited from the source palette, a reverb. Again, I'll change it for the sake of changing it. A gate reverb? Let's see, what does that sound like? Not bad. How about these other ones? It's a bit much, it's a bit loud. How about this? Turn this down. Yeah, not bad. So I'm just tweaking some things in the gate reverb here. But I think that's not bad. Oh yeah, I gotta take down the low cut and the high cut. Or I guess take up the low cut. But take down the high cut. Yep, it's pretty good. I can take down the dry. No, keep the dry up on this. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, I do think this is sounding pretty good. As a palette. So you know what that means, my friends. If I am feeling good about this, minus the final effect I have to add. I inherited a step slicer, but I want to change that to a tremolo. And I'll keep it in sync with the other ones, which were, I think, eighth note triplets. Yes. The bass is nice with that tremolo on it. Okay, good. So being satisfied with that, my friends, the next step is to destroy everything and then save the palette that I just built. Oh no, that was so dope, but you just built those. All right. All right, the deed is done. I have saved the new palette, which means now my next task is to quickly build a new beat, see that I'm still happy with the palette. So far, I've had a 100% success rate with that, with all of my tinkering streams when I build a new palette. And thank you for being here as I build this new palette. I'm going to quickly build a new beat on the fly. So let's see how this this sounds. This will be the first time I'm using this palette in its entirety. Let's see. Yeah. I'm still happy with this palette. Continued 100% success rate of being satisfied with the palette at the end of the stream when I rebuild it into a new beat. Man, what a good tinkering stream this has been. I see MIC has joined us. Yes! Sinhu says, am I releasing the final product? And as you saw, no. Everything I do is improvised and destroyed. Like, you ever seen the monks who build sand designs and then destroy it all? Like, as soon as they're done, they just look at it, they're like, all right, and then destroy it. That's what I'm doing. This is all improv, all, you know. You could, of course, go back and listen to the stream on replay, which is a popular option. But no, I don't go, like, save them and, you know, save them persistently to the loopers or formally produce them or anything. I'm considering releasing an album. I have released albums in the past, but just not of my looper stuff. Different music projects. So who knows? I may someday. Trusto and Symptoms of Reality heading out. They got an early day, it sounds like. I can dig it. Cindy said he had to go, but subscribed. Very nice. Glad to have met your acquaintance. Welcome back. Looking forward to seeing you again. And friends, now that this has been such a successful stream, we must conclude it with a very nice and exciting cheers moment. Our friends in the live, our friends watching on replay after the stream, grab your drink. We're doing a nice closing formal cheers at this time. I'm gonna count up to 3. Man, it's gonna be so good. You are gonna feel absolutely connected with all of us. Oh, it's good. You could just feel everything relax and the tension go away. 1. The cheers is coming real soon, my friends. This is gonna be so good. You feel so connected with everyone, and man, it's just the best thing ever, because then it goes 2. Yes. The 2 is coming through. And after the 2, you know we got 3. Clank. Cheers, my friends. Man, that's good. Whew. Thank you for celebrating with me. Thank you for being here with us. Please like this video. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment. Please share this video. Friends, thank you for being here while we have built a new palette. Very nice, very good, very productive use of time. Very nice playing around with the synth as well. Getting used to incorporating it. A little over a week I've had the synth and doing pretty well to incorporate it in. Going pretty well so far. I hope to see you in the next live stream. We do these tinkering around hangouts sporadically. Sometimes it's a weekday, sometimes it's a weekend. Sometimes it's the morning, sometimes it's the night. Sometimes it's whatever, and sometimes it's some other thing. If you have got notifications enabled, you'll be able to join us for tinkering around again in the future. Also, there's a second category of live streams, which is the loops and chill. Instead of hanging out for an hour with the same sounds and adjusting things, instead of that, like this stream, the other type of stream, loops and chill, that one That's just one beat after another. I just made a palette. I'm going to randomly turn to different palettes and make beat, 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 beat for an hour. Usually it's a little over an hour, but an hour is the proposed exchange. You get 1 hour of looping. P.S. You're going to get more than I promised. I'm going to over-deliver. I like to do that in my business relationships to provide an extra bit and say, here, you know, I want to make sure you get good value here. These loops and chill streams, which happen an hour of a beats, that's every Wednesday and Saturday. Whether you join us for another Tinkering Around stream or you join us for Loops and Chill, or both, thank you for being here today. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for being part of this. I see Craig is saying for future streams I should share them on this particular Discord. That is a good reminder. Until then, my friends, please have a very good rest of your day today. This very day right now, this one that you are currently experiencing, while you still have this stretch of unbroken conscious awareness, please have a very exciting and inspiring rest of your day today. Please have a very fulfilling rest of your day today. Please let the rest of your day today bring you everything positive that is possible and within reach. And please let the rest of your day today bless you with even more beyond what is within reach. And I will see you in the next Reconsider It live stream.